Last we left off, Madame Ava made a surprise appearance, having rode solo from Sir Pool by horseback day and night to reach you. Once having found you, she demanded a new reading, claiming the months you spent in the Lantern affected the outcome and changed the tide of Barovia, with Vasily von Holtz becoming Burgomaster of Vallaki. After the Taroka cards were laid out and the fortunes told, Madame Ava agreed that she could teleport you all to one place, but would require the remainder of her power to teleport herself back to safety. She remained in her tent for a short nap while you went to investigate within Argynvostholt. There you fought revenants and eventually found yourself face to face with Vladimir Horngard. After a short argument with Vladimir, Panton, with the help of Sir Godfrey Gwillem, they were able to convince him to hand over the holy symbol of Ravenkind. Where or how he got it was not clarified. We resume in the main foyer of Argynvostholt. Still the whole day ahead of you.
Let me turn down the music because it started off quiet. There we go.
I had to do the same thing.
I remember how to do this on my phone.
Hi, Bria.
Hello!
I cast Spider.
Hey,
Ball.
there. There we go. So, pretty crazy up there. I mean, we got this now as I hold up the... Would I know that it's the holy symbol, or because I don't think I saw it the first time, did I?
You were in the room when Davian brought it back in.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, we got this now, so.
So this was what you were looking for.
Oh yeah. So whose card is it?
It's Anderson's.
Is it Anderson's card?
No.
Oh, the Avenger.
Whoever had the 8 of stars.
Oh, those cards, right.
Oh God, that was me.
That's a woman hangs above a roaring fire. Find her and you will find the treasure.
Okay.
The Avenger. The treasure
Avenger.
lies in the dragon's house.
Okay. So that wasn't-
Yeah,
Yep.
that was given to Anderson.
Oh, Anderson's card is... You
What?
checked off a card, guys.
Yeah. So I'll explain to. Oh God, what is your character's name now? Jesus.
Radovan.
Radovan. There we go. Oh my God, I can't call you Ira anymore. I'll explain to
been a
Radovan the
while.
card drawing. How? Yeah, I know. Go figure. The card reading from before, and now we got this card reading. And it's like, just like Madame Ava said, pretty wild.
Indeed, I wonder how it ended up here.
You know, I'm kind of curious about that as well, but I don't think I want to push my luck with the very sad, very angry revenant that is commanding all sorts of other revenants all over the countryside. So yeah, I think this is a, you know, you what's the phrase? You don't look a gift horse in the mouth or something like that. So,
You can't even reach a horse's mouth.
well, not anymore. Although if it came down to me, I definitely could then.
I don't understand what you're saying. Are you casting
Oh.
some sort of spell?
No. Maybe. Are you confused?
Oh,
Um,
Panton. So I think the impression we got was take this and get out. I'm not sure we should hang around Argynvostholt any longer than we should.
Probably a good idea, Nora.
I'll say. You did seem to work some kind of magic on him. It was very impressive.
mean, thanks. I think.
You did good. You really did. That was awesome,
well,
Panton.
I mean, he was really kind of a shell of himself.
All right, let's go
better.
outside and
Yeah,
we
let's
can
do that. You know, I
break
don't
this
want to.
down afterward.
We'd also just
Yeah,
need
the
to
front door
discuss
is
where we're
right here
going
this
next.
time.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's skedaddle.
We definitely need to consider where we're going after this.
As you take a step out onto the main landing of the large stone stairs leading up to Argynvost Holt, you see the large silver dragon statue in front of you, mouth creak open, kind of cockeyed, and
God
a
damn it.
breath of cold air rushes over you. But it is just cold air. The magic long since past its point of, use.
Potency.
Yeah, potency, thank you.
Oh, do we
I was
think
so
that
prepared to make a deck saving throw right there.
do we think that it used to be a trap?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, really? Why would it the people are inside and they come out and then they just get I thought it was like a nice,
Yes, you
little
can't
air
escape.
conditioning. Ooh.
One of those misters outside of certain restaurants.
Mm.
It's made for basically anybody that steps on the wrong stair or the wrong stone.
I looked down at my feet.
Yeah.
I was lucky.
Do we know who set it off?
No.
Damn it.
Well, if anything, it felt kind of nice.
Yeah.
All right. What's the plan now, guys?
Well, I think
We've
we
got
have
so
to
many
go
different
to
things
Madame
to
Ava.
check. Well, we can talk to Madame Ava. She's offered to send us someplace, but there are so many options. We check on the Raven people at the Wizard of Wines. There's up north where Arena was last in Valaki, with whatever the hell's going on there. But if he's in Valaki, then Ravenloft is free, and there's a lot of things pointing to Ravenloft.
You know,
Don't forget about
And there's also the Amber Temple that
yeah.
Temperance and Panton keep bringing up.
I mean, not to sound callous and rude, but we have this. I'm not holding up the symbol again.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, while the
Panton.
Raven people were good people, I don't think we need to go check on them.
Do we even know what that does? Or the gem that we have, that glowy magic gem?
Right, didn't you originally say that you were going to trade this for?
That's what the deal was originally, is to give that for that.
Well, now we have both.
Well, does this have any
Look,
use for you?
I mean,
I
we
don't
can
know.
give it to them at some point, but I don't think it's essential right now.
You know, we could probably just take it over there, bury it in the ground, and then just get the hell out.
Yeah, but that's a couple days out of our way.
Oh, no, I'm not saying like right now. Like, we got more important things to worry about. Like,
But what does that even do? We fought so hard for that symbol, and does anybody know what it does?
I'm gonna look down at it and I'm gonna trace my fingers over the edges of it.
You guys should know what it does, by the way.
I wasn't in that session, so I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember, but that's just because I don't remember.
Yeah. It's actually the one session I missed is when the one that it got brought out and explained.
Can I make a history check then, or I also want to know if I know anything about this gem, or like what I've heard of it about it. I imagine that it's not just so simple as burying it in the ground next to the vineyard. Maybe it is.
Well, if there's any way you can utilize it with your nature magic.
So, even though you as players don't remember, because that was, I think, like 13 sessions ago that this came up, it has the power to hold vampires, as well as has charges to shed bright light that's pure sunlight.
I mean,
That
if
seems
you
pretty
want,
nice.
I can display it for you guys. Here you go. so we as players know. But
Okay.
But does it require attunement? I don't know. I don't think it does.
Yep, requires attunement. It says by a cleric or paladin of a good alignment,
okay.
but
Yep,
I'm
I see
going
it.
to
Got
say,
it. Okay.
I good aligned character.
yeah, I'm going to remove the cleric or paladin requirement.
But you still have to be good, Panton.
Pan and temperature both out.
No, I'm very good. I am super good.
I don't even know, like, what is Anderson's
That's beyond
alignment?
lawful good.
I think
It
you're
is.
neutral
Isn't that a good question?
too. You're also neutral, aren't you?
I am above reproach.
You know, it's I find it better if I don't straight up tell you. I think it'd be kind of funny.
No, I think I remember because we had that conversation about the candle as well. And Nora was the only one who could use it before Radovan came into the party.
I'm surprised they were holding on to that. Could have used that against them.
Nora, I'm going to give it to you, actually. Even though I am above reproach, I don't think I can utilize this to its furthest extent, other than being a really snazzy fashion accessory. So, I'm begrudgingly bequeathing it to you.
Shame, you're the one that won it.
It would look so much better on me than any one of y'all.
Okay, John, then a quick question, since it doesn't require a paladin or a cleric to use.
Yeah.
There's a turn undead feature that says if you have turn undead,
Yeah.
you're going to turn unholy. None
that-
of us, of course, are going to have that one.
Yeah, that one shouldn't be on there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I can edit the item within. I guess you guys are using D&D Beyond, but yeah, when I said what it did, I purposefully left that one out. Yeah, let's
Well, if one of us
pretend like
takes up
the
sacrament, maybe.
Maybe, yes, or if you enlist the help of one of the clerics that are within Barovia, find somebody that you might entrust it to aid you in battle.
If you have the turn undead, then you can use this feature. If you do not have turn undead, you cannot.
Yep.
Okay. Just as it states. Perfect.
Yep. Yeah, perfect.
Mhm.
I don't know, I'm kind of into carting around old Father Lucian and like having to protect him in a battle with this very fragile form.
Right, just so he can cast sunlight.
John, can I make a nature check or something about the gem to see if it can be utilized in any way for some sort of benefit or what I might know about it?
Yeah, you can give me. It's definitely not. I don't think it's going to be a nature check. You could, if you did a nature check, it would take you a lot longer to figure out. It would be more of a trial and error process. Arcane, or you could do that.
Okay. I use Cosmic Omen to add a d6.
Okay.
Hold on, he's not done yet.
16.
Okay. Holding this gem in your hand, studying it, seeing the faint glow from within, trying to see if you can figure out what magical properties that it might have, what benefits that it could be to you. I guess to us. Kind of holding it down to the grass, and around Argynvost you see, like, even though the map is very green, that is not the lay of the land. It's very broken down, trampled, muddy from the battle that took place around there. The lack of sunlight and other nutrients for this just doesn't allow it to grow to its full potential. But as you reach the stone down closer to it, you see the wilted blades of grass extend out, sort of leaching the the energy that stems from this gem, and as you hold it towards the nature, you see the gem grow just ever so brighter. And so that's the information that I'm going to give you for right now. You can tell that it still holds power. You saw what it was capable of with Baba Lysaga's hut,
and that it was seemed to be in the right place, so to speak, and that it seemed to be at a greater power there.
The right place being
it seemed to be brighter when it was closer to that area.
Yes. So with a 16, I'll also give you that this stone seems to be tied to nature as a whole.
Okay.
With the other players recognizing what you're doing, and in your own minds realizing that one of the stones that you were after, that you failed to get because you all succumbed to your wounds, was, being used in the ritual at, it's
Yesterhill?
Yeah, Yesterhill. It's definitely a conduit for great power.
It might be a way to enhance your own power, Radovan.
I'm not so interested in enhancing my own power. This was
It
used
might
for
be.
the people.
I
Seems
can
like it could
understand
be
the
useful,
mentality of that, but enhancing your power temporarily so that we can protect the people from Strahd might be the best course of action, and then as soon as that's done, you may donate it to another cause.
Point taken, but unfortunately, that's not really what this is used for.
Because at this point, I feel like we need to hoard any advantage that we can get. What happened on Yesterhill was definitely eye-opening.
So there's another stone like this.
Yes,
I think there's actually 3 of them altogether.
there might be benefits to having all 3 of them.
I wonder. But we don't have the time, right, to go chasing all these down. We don't even know what the third one is.
I just posted a link inside of, I wonder if I can post it in, I cannot. It's roughly the size of a pine cone.
All right, well, we still have to decide what we're doing. I can't stand out here all day and enjoy the cool breeze.
Well, I don't know, the Ember Temple's been brought up a lot. Might be worth stopping off there at some point.
I don't know, with the information that
I don't think it's worth going.
Strahd is preoccupied in Vallaki, and how much things in Ravenloft we might be able to benefit from. Unfortunately, as much as I hate petty thievery and breaking and entering, taking another walk around his catacombs might be worth it.
And
wait, now, John, from the last time we were in Ravenloft, we know that there's a teleportation room. Did we figure out that the teleportation room can go to the Emperor Temple? Is that information we got from the last time we were there?
There's a whole
Yeah, I think I
poem, and you did post it.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I personally, and again, maybe that's just because it's the dungeon master. I can find that little poem again, or the I don't know, almost riddle of sorts.
I think we did deduce that by tossing the stones in there, that it would take a person to a particular place. Now, whether we actually solved each individual stone's destination, I don't think we did.
All right, here we go. I'm going to post it back in the chat again. I'm actually just going to create a handout of it after I post this.
Cool.
So I know we spent a while trying to deduce like what color leads to where. I just don't know if we found any if we found the Amber Temple specifically.
So, violet leads to the mountain spire. I don't know if that one's pretty close. Or Ancient's Magic Womb. I bet it's that one. I bet it's blue.
I mean, we could always start off at Ravenloft, and then maybe just make our way to the Amber Temple afterwards.
I agree with Panton.
Yeah. There's just so many arrows pointing to Ravenloft right now. It might be our only opportunity to get in there while the master's not home.
Well, look, we can do this, but we gotta be quick about it.
Well, yeah, but Madame Ava is giving us the quick trip, so we won't know until we do something silly.
If
Are
we
we
do
ready?
this,
It ain't just him. He's got a whole.
Radovan, Bria, Chanton, if we do this,
Bria Love
we need
Robinson.
Sorry, Temperance. Yeah, who's Bria? I don't know. I'm sorry. Temperance, Panton. If we do this, we need to work together. We need to stick together. We need to be a team. We need to have a plan.
No running off. Anderson looks right at Panton.
You know,
Nora does
sometimes I
too.
do my best work running off. And
No.
to be fair, we're not going to have a lot of time, so perhaps dividing and conquering would be
Absolutely
a good
not.
plan.
You-
Look, I'm
Again,
not.
Panton's
Unless-
coming at
unless
us
you
with all the
promise
best
me-
arguments today.
Unless you promise me that you're
I
going to
can't tell
stick
if she's
by us,
patronizing me or
I'm not going. Panton.
Look, I'm not saying I'm running off by myself.
Panton.
Take Bria, or I could take Temperance with me.
Honora, as
Go.
he's talking to you, you see him mid-phrase just eyes roll back for a moment. Just a brief moment where it's almost like you're wondering if that really happened in front of you. And Panton, you hear, lie to get the goal of what you seek. I give you these powers, use them.
Panton,
No, hey,
promise
what's up?
me.
Hi.
Promise me that you're going to stick together with all of us. This place is dangerous. It's not a joke. We could have something bad could have happened to you last time we were down there. I can't go through that again.
Fine. I promise I will stick together.
In his most convincing voice he could possibly muster.
Insight check.
Radovan, Temperance, I know that you guys are putting your faith in us, and I just want you to let you know that we're taking this seriously. Anderson and I have been inside Ravenloft. It's a huge place. It's got so many little traps and twists and turns. So I do think it's in our best interest to kind of stay together. I don't know exactly. Last time we were there, we were invited. This time we're not going to be. So the castle defenses are going to be against us.
We faced traps and twists and turns in the lantern. There should be no problem here. I'm not afraid.
No, I understand that, but like the lantern was like a different situation. This one
Look.
we're going into willingly. That one was an unwilling situation that we were put into. It's a different mentality. And Anderson, I do know some of the information about Ravenloft. I cannot stress how important it is, Panton, to stick together, to be a team. I think it's the only way we're getting out of there alive.
Yeah, Panton, don't go running off again. And like Anderson will like pat him, but like, can I like secretly tear off a little like chunk of his like shirt?
Can you
So-
take a
so
little
little
chunk of his shirt?
Or you, like rip off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I know what
I
you're
have a
trying to
reason for
do.
this.
Yeah, I know,
He
I know what
might
you're trying to
also
do.
notice it. I don't think you're trying to do it stealthily. You're just trying
No,
to use
I'm
your
not.
strength.
I'm trying to do it stealthily.
You're not going to be able to rip off a piece of somebody's clothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear that
Like,
tearing.
it'll.
Good his hair,
I gotta
though.
hear that.
Well,
tearing.
then it's just coming right off.
Yeah, there's probably if because I mean you're trying to do the locate thing, right? Like being able to
Yeah,
have those.
trying to get his scent in case he runs off.
Yeah, you'd probably have actually, I'm not going to tell you what you'd have a better chance of doing. If that's the thought that you have, then that is the thought that you can attempt to do.
There is something that is better, but it involves both me and Panson taking damage.
Pan's not a fan of that.
It's all you, man. This is your guys' world. I'm just here to facilitate it.
That's fair. It's this kind of behavior that really soured the mood between me and Asterius. And you guys are doing it again. You're doing it again to me.
Anton, look at me. Trust is earned. You ain't earned it.
Yeah. And I see you guys. I said, fine.
I'm gonna put my hands on each of your arms, Panton. I'm gonna look you in the face.
I'm gonna roll my eyes.
You know it's because I love you.
If you love me, you trust me.
Panton, make a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it. This is what you guys are doing to me, for the record. This is all your faults.
Right, all of our faults.
Ooh! Let's go!
You can continue with saying what you intended to say.
It's not that I don't trust you. You have been. We wouldn't have survived. I wouldn't have survived the river or Baba La Saga or even here if it wasn't for you. Maybe I need you as much as more than you need me. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's my weakness.
And I told you that I wasn't gonna run off. So maybe.
Look, this is very sentimental and all, but we should probably get going.
Probably should.
I think it's important to make sure that we all understand each other. I think Honora makes a good point. And there's something about you two that makes me feel that it's not hitting the mark. Now, we've done great things together. I haven't known you for too long, but it sounds like you've accomplished a great deal, and now we're heading into the belly of the beast. It won't be like the Lantern. I'm impressed that you've made it out before, it sounds like.
But yes.
Oh,
Again,
what can I say? I'm a survivor.
Last time we were there, it was an invite, and it was peaceful until it wasn't. And we're not supposed to go back, so this is a risk. I want you two to understand, Temperance, Radovan, that by coming with us, we are putting you at risk.
Risk assumed. Let's go.
Just don't get overconfident. Remember, you're not the first group to come through here.
Well, we're going to be the only group to kill Strahd. So, let's get to it.
You know what, Radovan, I'm happy you're with us. Thank you for coming along. I know you don't have to. I don't know.
Oh, I do. But
thank you. I feel better that you're here.
Thank you.
All right,
You
well,
see,
let's go talk.
Why can't I get that kind of treatment? I'm just saying.
You ain't
And
earned it.
I'm gonna shrug out of Honora's arms if she's still holding me.
But I'm in it. We wouldn't have been able to get the holy symbol without you, Panton. You did good. I'm chasing after you. All right,
Walking
off
away.
to Mata Ava.
Okay. As you wander around the exterior of the Argynvost Holt, making your way back to the tent of Madame Ava, still intact. Stepping inside, you see the older woman still dressed in her colorful garments. kind of look up in your direction. Is it time to go? Where do you wish to go?
I think we've decided. We'd like to be sent to Ravenloft.
It is as I assumed you would. Please come outside of the tent. Stepping outside of the tent, and as you all get outside, she waves her arms, and the tent billows up and collapses in on itself into a small fragment of what it was, just a singular fold of cloth, no bigger than a handkerchief, and she picks it up and tucks it back into her pocket. I cannot take you inside, I can only get you to the grounds, but it will be good enough. There is a servant's entrance by where the carriage is kept in the back courtyard. You can find your way in that way. Please, come. Grab a hold. And she closes her eyes and starts muttering an incantation. Do you all grab hold?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
I still can't believe we're doing this. I mean, Anderson grabs hands.
Alrighty, grabbing on to her arms. A few moments go by before the world around you just shrinks to non-existence, to where your entire vision is consumed with a white, bright light. You feel a small pinch of pain, like a needle pricking your skin, but all over your body. And just as quick as the white light came, it vanishes, and the gray, dim, Barovian ambience returns.
Oh boy.
As you land,
Whoa.
as you land on this overlook, you feel the wind just rushing over top of you. As you turn and look over the balcony, you can see 1,000 feet below, mist covering over the town of Barovia. The green trees that rest on either side of this overlook definitely do not seem like the trees that you've seen around here before. The stone that you see of these two massive statues of men fighting each other, creating an archway, seems to be new. The stone hasn't had the opportunity to be weather-worn yet. Alright, you know what, guys? If I have to get rid of that thing, I will.
No.
What do we
It's cool.
It's fan love.
Guys, note they're fighting.
Yeah.
Okay?
No,
It's
they're
not-
hugging.
I mean, that is absolutely
it's
a
a
staggered
wrestler's
wrestling position. That is definitely not.
But who wrestles naked?
The
Plenty
ancient
of
Greeks did.
warriors. Yeah.
All the Greeks that are in Barovia?
I will say, as you are looking up to this statue, Honora, with your perverted little brain, you do not see any. Yeah, you do not see any anatomical. There's it's a smooth. It's a smooth, rounded, just stonework. It's so much easier to
They
have.
really Ken dolled us. What the hell?
Yeah, Kendall.
Wait, really? So is that?
Please.
Yeah,
they
that's
actually don't have their.
yeah. They don't have junk. Are you disappointed, Radovan?
Yeah, Radovan is openly disappointed and says,
I mean, like, they butchered this art.
Yeah, I will say
like they got fingernails, but they don't have little wangers. Okay, what the hell?
This would be an
Do they have
impressive sculpture,
fingernails? Let
only it's
me
not
No,
zoom
I'm
in.
just kidding.
Maybe
There's
they
so
do.
much detail. There's so much detail throughout, and yet there's one key area that they seem to have neglected.
Underneath the archway. All right, that's Madam Ava next to us. I just want to clarify, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Not someone spooky who just appeared.
No.
Just like, yeah. Full initiative.
You see people, Barovian commoners, walking back and forth, tending to a garden that you look at and see, how on earth could these rose bushes survive here? They seem to pay you no mind of you having just arrived on this balcony. I have done what I have been asked to do. Where you go from here is your own fate. I must be off now.
Wait, where was the entrance you spoke of?
To the right, under the portcullis, through the door.
Thank you for getting us here. Weird sensations and everything, but you know, it saves us.
Can't say it's my favorite way to travel, but it is quick.
She steps over to the balcony and places her hands on the stone railing, looks over, turns back to all of you. We will meet again, and then gone.
Well, the fact that she's so sure of that is comforting, at the very least.
Unless, there's other ways to meet us, afterlife, all that jazz. I have no idea.
I'm trying to be optimistic.
All right. So we have to go to the fireplace. We know that.
The one in the library or the one in the basement?
A fireplace.
I don't think it's any fireplace, Panton.
Well, I'm just thinking about the cards here, but something
Right.
about a woman over
I
the
know
fire.
which fireplace they're talking about. Don't you remember with Nicodemus?
Yes,
Oh,
so-
you weren't there. Were you there? You were there.
No, he was not.
Yeah, no, I don't think he was.
I wasn't there.
That's right. That is after you disappeared. We found a hidden room behind the fireplace in the library. We didn't get a chance to explore because Nicodemus went unconscious and we had to get out.
So we got that. And we also can look for the bones
Dragon bones.
So
and grab those.
I think that we should start at the fireplace up on the second or third floor where the library was.
Second
Third?
floor, I think, maybe? Well, we'll have to go see.
So much has happened since we've been here last.
Are you continuing to stand out in the open with the Barovian commoners walking back and
Probably
forth?
gonna-
I've moved over to the tree to kind of,
Inspect it.
yeah,
Bonsai.
looking at the commoners first and like not wanting to be noticed, and then yeah, also maybe inspecting the tree, becoming fascinated with the fact that these things are growing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, assessing the stone ground that you're standing on and knowing that this is jutting out over, this is basically an overlook that you're standing on. There's not much rock supporting below you, directly below you. And you see this tree, dozens of feet tall, branches thick. It's unlike any tree that you've seen here in Barovia. That's the first thing that you notice. This does not seem like something that would be natively found here. The second thing that you notice is that the freshly scattered soil that is around here, you kind of crouch down next to it with a 21 nature and you take up a scoop of soil and shove it off to the side and you look, and there is stone almost immediately underneath. Where would these roots grow? Kind of pushing back to the base of the tree. You don't find roots. Roots traditionally would just grow out, stretching out over a wide area, searching for their next meal. But this tree seems to sprout straight up from the stone, as if the dirt around it is only just something to make it seem more real. It is a real tree, but you can tell that something magical must be at work here to help this grow or stay alive after being transplanted from wherever it came from.
Over here, let's get out of the open.
Oh, yeah.
Stepping into one of these other two rooms on either side of this balcony, empty. There's nothing, just stone floor, dark, kind of damp, but nothing to be found.
It looks like Anderson and I went in one room, and then Panton and Temperance went in a different room. Okay.
Ding bong,
Well,
don't split the
so
party.
I beckon you over to the tree, and then you guys...
Yep.
Super split the party.
Yeah, dude, who wants to be next to a tree?
Anderson.
Yeah?
Have you noticed anything different about Temperance?
What do you mean?
She's getting kind of surly.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, I don't know much about her. Not much of a conversationalist, but...
That's true. We haven't really sat down and talked to her because we've been just so busy.
Perhaps you should go retreat. You see Radovan's like kind of has climbed up the tree and has like leaned into this conversation and says, perhaps you should go retrieve them. Aren't you just warning them about going off?
As it is.
As you're having this conversation, a Barovian commoner carrying a bucket with what appears to be bush clippings walks over to the edge, seemingly ignoring you. Walks over to the edge and just dumps the leaves over, and you can see the wind just spiral, twirl them up and off into the distance, taking only a moment to watch them go before making his way back to pruning.
I don't know if I should be in it. Sorry, Radovan, what?
I said, if I go over here and look over the edge, how high up are we? Like, where? So this is a balcony, and we're like overlooking something.
You are overlooking all of Barovia. Let me quick take you to the map of Barovia, and then specifically
Bargain boss told. Right there.
The map itself doesn't do very good justice of the layout of it. The back of this balcony is very much like a sheer edge, and the mountainside just kind of tucks back underneath. But you are looking over. It is a 1,000-foot drop, 1,000-foot plus.
Yikes.
We might want to take a few moments to rest. I'm still a little damaged from those revenants that we fought earlier today. Maybe rushing into this a little faster than we need to be.
No one's paying us any mind, so I guess
Right.
while we can.
Maybe just an hour or so.
I think there's more cover in the tree. We probably should have done this before coming here, but
Yeah, I got a little
Too late for that now.
a little excited. But once the adrenaline wore off a little bit, once we got here, I started to realize that I was actually might need a moment.
So while
should I go retrieve our companions?
I was gonna say while
Yeah.
we have this moment, I look up to Temperance and say, "You know what? Thank you for agreeing with me over there at Argynbosthold. They really, they're really grinding my gears as of late."
It can be infuriating for people just to speak down to you all the time.
No,
I understand.
I do good things for everyone, and just hyperfixate on the bad things.
It's funny how they can appreciate you for your moments of genius and not everything else. Sometimes the exploring and the mischief causes good things or exciting things.
Seriously, like, I know they're all concerned about the whole splitting the party thing, but it's like we have so many tasks that we need to do.
If only
And we
you saw
all
the
can't
last
just-
Ravenloft episode.
We can't just all be holding hands, walking through this place. There's so much ground to cover. I mean, the castle is huge. Is it
And
not?
Nora's so concerned about our room.
How loud are you
Yes.
guys being right now? Like,
Not terribly.
I actually start pretty quiet and then we start getting like very excited.
Can I try to make my way over to them and quiet them?
yes. I mean,
I'll go. over to
I'll
this
say
tree.
as you're getting animated, what do? You fucking just flying squirrel leap from tree to tree?
No,
Oh,
I
nimbly,
get down
nimbly like
low. Get down low, and I look over, and then I like
It
run
climbs down,
over.
climbs
when,
up, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Then I
Alright.
scale the next tree, and then I hang between two branches, and then I go. Shh.
Go back over there. Go away.
You're giving away our position, and you promise not to split apart.
We'll stay out here, aren't we?
Here. And go away. We're not in the castle.
Where am I supposed to go away to?
Radovan, what's your passive perception?
billion.
Billion. It's only 18.
Okay.
It's a billion.
It's
Billion.
enough. You hear something, and immediately, like, it causes you like great inner like struggle to hear a familiar voice coming from far away. Faint. It's enough for you to immediately just shh and listen. But you hear the sound of Rahadin speaking to someone. It's coming from beyond this castle wall. You can't see, but you can hear. And after just a brief moment, you realize the person that he is speaking to is feral. Guttural speech full of snarling and tone fluctuations. They're talking about
Friend.
an event. Talking about where to place the fountain, where to place the imported grass. Something is being planned.
How do I hear this?
Because you say, how do you hear this?
Yeah.
Because you're up in a tree and
With
you
your
can,
ears.
yeah. With I mean, you
Oh.
can just
Your elf
Oh, wait,
ears are
how
so-
close?
Elf ears!
How close are
So
they?
much bigger. Other side of
They're
the castle.
not other side of the castle, but I'll say, even though you have view of this map, I did that just for simplicity because it was really cutting off the butts of my statue when I did the line of sight maps. But it is coming from... It started from further away, but it is coming closer. It is now in this courtyard.
Radovan kind of freezes up and like grabs both of you and tries to like pull you quickly, he's here.
And I will say, Honora and Anderson, being familiar with the voices of both, as you hear,
yes, we will put them, this would be a very good spot for them.
You hear that, it immediately lets you know that Cyrus is nearby, and I was thinking that maybe the fountain could go over there, where the guests can be kind of out of the way.
As you wish, of course.
But you hear this kind of going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Anderson, he's gonna like grab Noah and like, put both of us in like this wall right here, try not to be seen, and he just goes.
It is dark, though.
I imagine that after the initial conversation, Anderson and I both just sat in a quiet silence anyways, because Anderson is so quiet all the time, so Nora's used to it.
It is dark enough. The castle walls, 50, 60 foot high right there. But given that the workers are working in relative silence, having not shared a word between them since you got there, it is easy to hear Rahadan eventually. Well, I will leave you to coordinate the rest of these activities. I have some business down in my chambers. If you need me, don't. And walks away.
Yes, of course. I will handle everything. Will be fine here in Master's absence. I can assure you of that.
Imagine him snoring at night. Anderson, hostage?
I don't know.
Never done it before. I don't think we should, just kill him.
No, that might give us away if we kill him. At least right now. Might be best just to wait for him to pass. He can't be out here forever. We need to get in there silently.
I don't do silent.
Everyone makes stealth checks.
We'll learn.
At this point, I think to aid in this, I will cast.
What's the radius on
Pass
Pass
Without a
Without Trace?
Only 30 feet.
Okay, they're outside of it, but these two are.
So
everyone needs a stealth check for me.
Oh, gross.
If we're lucky, you get a plus 10 temperance.
Temperance, go ahead and re-roll that one.
Oh,
I already got plus 10.
that's 36.
Oh no, re-roll it. You could do much better.
Roll
Go ahead.
36. No big deal, right?
There you go.
Rerolled.
That's 28. There you go. You're welcome.
Temperance's hat almost flies away again, and Phantom pulls it back.
I almost think that Radovan probably would. Panton not being able to reach the top of your head by any means.
Gust it back.
What do we got? 19 for Anderson, and where's
I'm
Honora's?
above the Pass Without a Trace. I got an 11.
Oh, an 11. Okay. You hear a sniffing.
I don't like the smell of these roses. I much prefer the filth. There's... I smelled... Who's there?
I've drawn my sword and I'm waiting.
I'm going to hold in action. If he comes by the door, I'm grabbing this motherfucker.
Okay.
I've got a longbow. I'm gonna set myself up for a longbow shot.
I'm gonna.
As he begins, let me pull out his token.
You know what? I'm gonna hold polymorph.
As he starts, you can hear. Just one moment. For those of you that haven't seen Cyrus, let me find his.
Temperance is eagerly awaiting this.
She's about to have her first ever crush, baby.
You might regret that.
Yeah.
I know there's a full-blown handout. Why cannot
It
find?
is. It's in there.
I think
Oh,
you
it's
just
under
did
player
control
hand.
C. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's
NPC
under
handout.
named NPC handouts. Under player handouts. Top first one.
Named NPC. Oh, you can see it, huh?
I
Here's your
found
boyfriend.
him.
Here's your boyfriend.
My crush.
I like the duck's foot. That's my favorite.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Where is he? Because I've got a.
He's a
Yeah,
nice
I
guy.
thought it was a duck foot.
Duck feet.
Just one foot is duck. The other one's not.
Okay, no, Temperance doesn't find him hot.
Did you
Okay.
roll for it?
Yeah.
He did.
It's the
Instead
Instead
green,
of
isn't
rolling
it?
for objective hotness, it's
Ah.
rolling for perceived hotness.
You hear the thud of the standard humanoid foot, but then also the flap of the duck foot coming down next to it in alternation. And then, as you hear him sniffing, there's a extremely loud whistle. Just, I'm not gonna do it and blow your ears out from the microphone, but it is ear splitting. And he,
Oh, it's always something.
and continues walking in the other direction. And eventually, you hear the slamming of metal bars. You hear the of raising of a portcullis, and then just the slam of one off in the distance as he has left the courtyard.
I release the tension on my bow. Breathe a sigh of relief.
No.
If we're gonna make a move, we need to make it now.
I know.
Okay. I'm gonna leap across. And
I will gesture to the other side and try to get them to come.
So we could. So this is a level, and then this is another level.
So what you're seeing right here, these are the top of castle walls.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yes, what you are able to view is the courtyard. Let me see if I can find the isometric view of...
Ooh.
Can I scale this thick
Leg.
alabaster calf?
Are you trying to get to the butt?
I think he is. Just to see how smooth it
He
is.
coming for that booty.
Jesus Christ, y'all.
If it makes you feel any
Um,
better, I have been drinking a little, so.
I shall leap from the crook of the knee to the top of the wall. Oh,
Did you at least give the butt a nice smack?
Alright, so
As it
this is what you are seeing.
Okay. Okay.
And we're back here.
Yeah.
Cool.
So technically, this statue is like 50 feet above the buildings that you're in right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So no climbing the lake then for him, eh?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought
Which
the
way
foot landed
is
in the...
Portcullis? Is it here?
It's...
Yeah.
I put it there, but like I had to grab an asset. It's supposed to be... Here, let me try to move it just a little bit. There.
Oh, I meant the door.
Yes, the portcullis is here.
Okay.
And then another one over here.
Okay.
As you're stepping out, and you can see another one of the similar statues, much more the size of what you're used to when it comes to normal artwork. And you see this naked humanoid figure with its hands covering its face, seeming to be looking down into a basin of water. The Barovian commoners continue to toil away, setting up things. You see some of them with wheelbarrows rolling them around and laying down strips of sod up against the castle walls.
I'm going to approach one of them because they just seem to be ignoring us completely. Like,
Yes.
Right.
I might
And
move
they're
up close to
probably-
one and then just...
Radovan, they're probably enthralled. We could just go past them.
Do I think they're enthralled or do I think they're soulless? Or perhaps both.
What sort of check do you want to make for that? Do you want to make a perception check? Do you want to make an arcane check or an arcana?
So let's do perception.
Based on the sound of Cyrus, which portcullis do we think that he went into?
Southern.
Okay, so we want to go.
Yeah, not...
Which
not-
is the direction that Madame Ava had directed you to.
Cool.
Okay.
They do not seem charmed. It seems that their actions appear to be their own, but you do see a hint of fear in their eyes.
Hello, how do you do?
With a 25 perception, you would absolutely see the flickering of the eyeball in your general direction, but the determination to remain diligent with not engaging in any guests.
Radovan will just kind of let them walk away with their sod and say, "Very well, thank you. And you?"
And watching as you're leaving, you can see him with his pruning shears trembling as he's cutting. Panton, as you walk close to that pool,
Mm-hmm.
give me a perception check.
Great at those.
As you walk close to this small little water basin, admiring the art, the torment that seems to be pulling at this statue, take a moment to glance down into the water, noticing that it is fresh. The other thing that catches your eye with a 15 perception is that somehow this statue does not have a reflection in this water.
Oh.
You can see the reflection of the massive cathedral building behind it. But the statue that's seeming almost hunching over top of the basin, covering its face. It's not shown at all.
Temperance. Temperance. Are you seeing this?
Am I seeing what?
Look at... Okay, this statue. Look down, water, a statue.
I'm so
I think
sorry.
John-
I'm so sorry. Yeah. I just saw the
John
fucking.
finally saw it.
Okay. All right. Pull it back together.
I know, I'm sorry, we're being a little chaotic in chat tonight.
It's all right. We've all been there.
Too hot to be serious.
I know,
So,
it's really warm in here.
Are you seeing that? Like, or not seeing that?
Temperance looks down and looks up and... Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Is there... So... I see the building then. I don't see the statue. Is there anything behind the statue, like a door or anything? Or is it just a straight wall?
Wall.
Okay, I'm gonna do something. And I'm gonna go up to the statue and I'm gonna try to touch it.
You touch it. It is stone. It is real.
Oh my.
Take a moment, if you would, to think about the subject.
Is the statue a vampire?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
That's what
It
I
could be
think.
representative of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's art, okay?
Oh, you're right. I wouldn't get it.
Two brothers struggling in a fight.
Mm,
No, I totally got the reference.
A pensive.
they're brothers? I guess we should be able to tell.
Strahd and his brother.
Hold on. I'm gonna position myself so I can try to catch
Okay.
the reflection of the two statues wrestling
Mm-hmm.
in the reflection.
Yes.
Do I see one brother and not the other?
Yeah.
Cool.
It appears as if one stone is just reaching out and grabbing onto nothing.
Oh, this place is so cursed. Oh.
The other thing that you can tell, all of you, as I was stating earlier, was that these are new. This was not here when you were first here. You might not have seen back here to know, but this is much newer
Everything
stone.
else had a sense of age and wornness
Yes.
to it, and this doesn't.
Yes. It is new.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we need to
So
hurry,
weird.
dudes.
Oh my god.
Ready,
What
going
are you
forward.
doing? Stop goofing off. Let's go.
Temperance just gives like a little knowing eye roll over at Panton, like, I guess we're gonna do this.
I heard him getting bullied.
I'll try to open this portcullis.
Yeah, finding basically just a crank, just pulling on it, and eventually the metal bars just come raising out of the ground, locking themselves into the ceiling. You see on the other side another courtyard. Are you not able to traverse your token through? I don't know if you can or not.
I can.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we can.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it would stop you. It does.
No.
I moved you through.
Oh, I moved myself through.
Okay.
But I moved myself through.
Um,
shit.
Oh.
Shit's
Did I
moving
just
slow.
get
Holy
access?
shit. Here we go. Alright.
as you step into this other courtyard, seeing that familiar black carriage, several Barovian commoners around, grooming the horses, washing, polishing the carriage, making it pristine.
What's going on? There's not nearly this many people here last time.
I don't know, but
They're preparing.
I don't know if we have enough
something.
time to figure out.
Alright, there's the door. Let's get inside.
That is definitely not the door.
Okay.
Are you talking about this one up here?
Well, we're trusting
I don't
Lenora.
know. This one over here? I don't know.
This is what
Is the-
happens when a
I
Nora
believe she
leaves
said the
them.
one by the carriage.
So yeah, the northernmost one.
Okay, as you walk into the building, you immediately are greeted with other carriages in almost perfect alignment throughout the entirety of the room. No horses to be seen, but this is clearly the carriage house.
There's no exit here.
Panton, looking around, you do see another door attached to the main castle building between the two small circular rose bushes, kind of southwest from where you're standing.
I'm just gonna kind of go this way a little bit
Not saying
and
anything.
look at the door. I'm gonna jiggle the handle.
You're able to open it without issue if you would like.
Yep, gonna open it.
Alright, give me a moment to traverse you all into...
Oh boy.
I believe... I gotta look at the map one more time. When going from layer to layer, it's kind of wild. Alright, I believe that's right.
Oh boy.
As you open up the door, you step in. Get to what appears to be an extremely disheveled servants' quarters. Broken furniture and torn cloth strewn about this 20 by 40 foot room, dim light coming in from a pair of windows. I lied. That's not where you come in. You come in right here.
Oh.
For shit's sake. Okay, yes, that is correct. Alrighty, this is the servants' entrance. Dim light filters in through a dust-caked window on the east wall. A door next to the window leads back to the castle northeast courtyard that you just came from. Everything in this room is coated with dust, including a large, heavy table in the center of the floor. A thick book lies open on the desk, with an inkwell and quill next to it. There is a broken door in the north wall, and a staircase in the south wall that plunges into darkness. On each side of the staircase, a skeletal figure draped in gleaming chainmail stands sagging at attention, holding a rusty halberd.
Do I recognize this pathway from my prior adventure through this area? I can't remember.
You had never gone through this entrance.
Okay, gotcha.
Do the stairs lead
what's
up
in
or
the
down?
book?
Down. The stairs directly to the south of you lead down.
What's inside the book?
This is a old book. As you kind of walk up to it and kind of brush off the layer of dust, you realize that this thing is weathered and brittle. The inkwell, however, is fresh, but the book itself, it says, "Please register for your own convenience and that of your next of kin."
Ooh.
As you look through, you see the book is more than half filled with names, all of them almost illegible.
Most
Can
illegible.
I take the ink pen and just write "fuck Strahd" like as the next name?
Yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to. Flipping back to the most recent entry and seeing that the pages, worn, the ink just decayed over time, but somehow this ink will fresh. You dip your quill into it and scrawl, fuck Strahd.
What are you doing?
Well, we need to sign in, don't we?
Oh, that's a very vulgar phrase. In common, isn't it?
Well, that's how I feel about it.
I'd like to open the door to the north.
Okay. Yeah, the door to the north. God, I can't fucking speak. I tell you, goddamn what? I am not drinking booze.
You need to drink some water is what you need to do. You sound dehydrated, sir.
Wait,
It's
where's
too
Reginald?
fucking hot.
See, this is why he doesn't have Reginald with him.
I think I agree with that sentiment. It's because you don't have Reginald out.
That's nothing but G Fuel. That's not gonna do me.
That's how you talk better.
Am I not talking very well right now outside of...
Well,
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, stammering. Anyways, this room is what I was referring to before. This is the servants' quarters where the furniture is broken. However, you do see at the northern end of this a stairwell leading
That
up.
goes up.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, this is the way up.
Don't we want to go down
Eventually, but we need to go up first.
before we go down?
I believe so.
You're talking about the fireplace?
Talking
Yeah,
about
if
the
we
death
do that-
house?
Yeah.
Must go up to go down?
No, it's just down has the warp portal out of Barovia, so we do that last. Or
What's
out of
at the top?
Ravenloft. The secret room. There's a secret room up there.
There's
What are the cards?
I know
There's a
you would.
library up there with a secret room hidden behind a fireplace. I think that's what we're looking for.
Oh,
Yeah. Come on. And I'll indicate everyone to follow quietly.
Actually, Anderson will be like, I'm better at sneaking. Let me go take a look. Make sure
I'm
nothing's there."
going to, when everybody passes past us, I'm going to wink at Temperance, and I'm going to point down.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
Temperance is gonna go.
You know you're
Um,
never living this down, right?
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume I noticed this.
Yeah, I think you guys would have to roll stealth checks to beat their passive perception to realize, especially because they're so
Aware
on
of your
edge about it.
habits. Shit.
Temperance is not gonna get that, but I'm really glad that you.
Does my
Roll for
pass
the
without a
both of us.
trace?
How long does that last?
So
I mean, it lasts an hour.
An
I
hour?
think.
don't encourage them.
Oh!
Well, I know, but like, does it work against me, even though I'm the one casting the spell?
It might. I mean, if you're all wait, is that concentration or is that just?
It's
It's not.
concentration. Oh, it's not.
I don't think so. Oh, concentration up to 1 hour.
It was,
So, yeah.
Yeah, this concentration, you could have just dropped out at any point.
Just pass
But
without
there's
a
no reason
trace.
to. It's
I
better to
wouldn't
have
have
it.
done
Yeah.
Don't look so happy, DJ. You're not out of this yet.
See, I'm glad I found a way to track him at the very least.
Mm.
What's gonna happen is I'm going to indicate you go up the stairs and I'm gonna count heads. And when I count 2 missing heads, we're gonna know.
It's fine.
And that's gonna happen very
Yeah.
fast because there's only a few of us.
Yeah.
I already said I was going up the stairs, so I assume I'm
Halfway
least-
up the stairs.
at least halfway up the stairs. I am trying to sneak around as well, just for a different reason, Panton.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get away with this even with his high perception or his high stealth, because I am counting heads.
I just disappear into the shadows.
Right, but there's not that many ways you can go.
But you don't
Yeah.
leave a head behind a count, Panton. That's the point.
Yeah.
Can't be that stealthy.
I'm gonna basically say you guys get, like, I don't know, it's only maybe 20, 30 seconds of them climbing these stairs before they realize once they get to the top that you did not follow.
I wouldn't even gone up there. I would have literally stood at the bottom, indicated them to come, turned away, turned back, and been like, fuck.
Yeah,
But you gotta go get Anderson now, who's sneaking off ahead of you.
Can't split the party.
So
Stop encouraging him.
I'm going to give you two, like, a very brief, I guess, head start before it's immediately noticed that you're no longer with the party. I'm going to take, for simplicity of you guys seeing everything, an immediate view of where they're all going, so I can jump back and forth. You can't see anything for the moment because I have to transition and put your token down. What? That's not right. Okay. You're not who I wanted to bring down there with me. Where are
the Chaos Twins?
Yeah, there's... Okay. Panton and Temperance, as you descend down these stairs, probably about 40 feet worth of stairs, you get down to the bottom, and Panton, immediately you
This is the wine cellar.
You recognize the wine cellar, although a different way that you entered. I misused, I think, these stairs before. You are supposed to come down the stairs, a different set of stairs when you visited the first time, but I think visually I had you on these ones. But yes, you are in the same location as you were before. Temperance, as you look around, you see this rolling fog on the ground. This hall is deathly silent. These heavy beams support a sagging 10-foot-high ceiling, and this fog clings to the floor, obscuring everything that lies more than 3 feet above it. So Panton's really in the thick of it. It's very
hold on to her skirt.
Yeah, very difficult to even see him below the fog.
So, not that I'm, not into this, but where are we going? What was the idea?
I mean, I just kind of wanted to explore just a little bit and kind of regather my bearings. I know that's the wine cellar where we were told to pick out some wine and stuff, but...
Does it lead anywhere interesting?
I don't think I was there for the wine cellar either. Well, no, I had.
Yeah, you were.
There. Yeah, I was. Okay. Yeah, there was something in one of the barrels, but...
As you look around, as you're gesturing, talking about there's something in one of the barrels, looking behind you, you see broken wine casks. Probably a little more than a dozen of them. Cobwebs filled between each of the casks. Dark. Damp.
I can't remember everything. Oh. Well, and I'm gonna try to, jump above the fog line. There's nobody else in this area, is there? That I can see?
Oh, do you guys not have visibility?
I do not, no.
All I can see are, some barrels.
They don't have dark vision either, though.
Yeah.
Oh, the only reason why I don't even know why you can see that.
Do you know who does?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're gonna have to find a means
It's
of
probably 'cause
lighting
Radovan's
yourself.
down there.
It probably is. You're gonna have to find a means of light.
I'll grab a coin and cast light. There you go.
All right, what's that? 20 and 20.
Yeah.
Alrighty, dynamic lighting. There you go.
Hey, there we go. We can see shit now. Alright, well.
And I have tried to sneak up on them in that time that they were having that
Well,
conversation, and we noticed
While
they're
they're
gone.
doing that, what I would do upstairs is I would do something different. So, you want to wait a second until I get a chance?
Okay.
Yeah, just I'm
then
gonna,
make your
as soon
decision.
as I give them their minute to figure out what they're doing, I'll come back up to you folks upstairs. What are you going to do?
Just go.
What do you want to do?
Oh my god! As you illuminate this hall, you can see multiple doors littered across the northern and southern walls. Where they lead, you have no idea. And you remember, Panton, from the last time that you were down here, that when Cyrus was talking about the bones, that he was gesturing towards the end of this hall.
Oh, that. I think the bones are down here. Hey, and then
go
I'm
get
gonna
'em.
I'm gonna drag or grab her skirt and just kind of like drag her in the direction.
Okay. Passing across multiple doors, all of them seeming to be shut, and eventually you get down to the very end and you see a set of double doors. Let's see.
I'm gonna try to be very quiet, and I'm gonna put my ears to the door and try to listen for anything.
You don't hear anything. It is extremely quiet down here. Just, if anything, you hear the whistling of winds.
And I'm gonna try to push on those doors.
Temperance will give him a little help.
I'm like the size of a toddler.
As you push open the doors, and after I describe the view of what you have here, I will revert back to up top. You see dark stains covering the floor of this area, large oak tables scarred and beaten. Replacing the chairs at this table, furnishings made entirely of what you can assume are human bones. The walls and the 20-foot high vaulted ceilings are a sickly yellow color. Not because of faded or time-worn plaster, but because they are adorned with bones and skulls arranged in a morbidly decorative fashion, giving the room almost a cathedral-like quality. In each of the four corners, you see 4 enormous mounds of bones. Garlands of skulls extend from these mounds to a chandelier of bones that hangs from the ceiling above the long table that now, as you get closer, also appears to be made of bones. The doors to the north and south are sheathed in bone. As you turn around, looking back to where you came, you see above the door massive skull of a dragon. And I will go now to where you ended up in up here. So we got Honora, Anderson. Again, it is dark now, so unless there is light outside, you are going to have to find yourself a source, unless you're Radovan. I don't know why you have light that is just exuding from you.
I've also got access to Radovan's token. You can unhook me from that.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Ah, it's okay. I forgot.
Maybe one time.
And I'm gonna put Temperance and Panton up there just for being able to see. Yeah. Pretending that they're not there.
Gosh, God, I can't believe she did it again. That little snot. You know what? Fine. Radovan, we're gonna go upstairs.
I'll go get them.
Don't.
No.
At this point, he's made his choice.
I'll deal with them later. For now, let's just get this over with.
Are you sure you want those two going off by themselves?
Hey,
Absolutely
if
not.
they want to die, they can die.
But at this point, I've done everything in my power to stop him from doing that, and this is the 7th time he's run off on his own.
You'll regret it. I'm going. Good luck. I try to
We'll
bring
be
them back.
fine. We'll be absolutely fine.
As you're up here noticing the dirt-caked windows allow just only a little bit of light to enter this upstairs room, this broken bed frames and torn bits of mattress litter the floors. It's a tall, dusty wardrobe, roughly shaped like a coffin. Its black doors painted with fey creatures stands between two cracked full-length mirrors. Hanging on the south wall... Oh, I'm sorry, the full-length mirrors are hanging on the south wall, and then the staircase that you just came from.
I'll reach into my bag, pull out a torch, and light it.
Okay. Let's give you some
And Radovan leaves.
lighting.
You know what? I'll give Anderson a piece of cloth that he can sniff me out.
Okay.
If he needs to.
Yeah, I'm not going to say no to that.
So you'll be able to find me. I can
As-
find you.
Oh, where did it go? As you're looking around, however, you see there's doesn't seem to be just a standard door leading anywhere. There's just a staircase up to what this appears to be a long since ruined servants' quarters.
I'll check the mirrors.
Can I, search for any, hidden passageways or hidden doors?
Yes, Honora, what do you mean by checking the mirrors?
Essentially, test them to make sure that they're not portals and check behind them for hidden passageways. Same thing.
Okay. Without needing an investigation check, as you're pressing on the mirrors, moving them around, sliding them, you just pick it up and you take it off, and you see that this full-length mirror, as you just shove it off to the side, this... Oh, don't do that to me. Southern one opens a door.
Alright,
Well.
that's our way out. Let's go.
Looks like it.
Before I go, that dragon skull. Do we think it's the dragon skull that we're looking for? Does it seem large enough? Does it?
Oh, I mean, you weren't there.
Oh, I wasn't.
The
Down-
bone room was
Oh.
downstairs.
Yeah, the bone room was downstairs. I was describing that to...
Oh, to...
yeah,
okay.
so
Got it.
you'll... Once I give them the opportunity to do a little bit of role-playing, we'll swap back to you.
Got it. Okay, I got confused. All right.
Nope, you're fine. Anderson, go ahead and give me an investigation check first, because you said you were searching for traps, so I'm gonna...
Yep.
Radovan, I mean, if you feel like it's necessary to go babysit them, it's fine. At this point, I'm just letting you know, at this point, it's their choice. They chose not to stay with you. They chose to run off.
Our chose to be awesome!
Jesus Christ. As you're
Your
also
choice to be dead.
searching around, feeling on the walls, similar to Honora deciding to open up the wardrobe, looking inside, you see a plain white dress, aged. It's almost yellow at this point. Animates and flies out of the wardrobe and begins dancing in the center of the room. Only for a brief moment before collapsing to the ground.
Yeah, I ain't touching that.
As Honora, kind of distracted by finding the secret turns and sees the last moments of the dress falling to the ground, you did see, before you turned back, a dark corridor descending straight down, with its only means of getting there a wooden ladder.
So, where is that ladder?
In the wardrobe?
No, it's right here.
Okay.
I don't know if you... Oh, you can't see it because you don't have the... Well, you got
Okay, so
you got a
there's-
little more sight than you wanted to, but... yeah, you see the ladder is right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Honora, can you hand me your torch? I want to check this out really quick.
Shouldn't I just come with you? I mean, I'll give you the torch, but let's not split up. Let's not make the same mistake as the others.
I'm saying, like, I'll go first, and then you
Yeah.
can follow up behind me.
I'm gonna follow you behind. Okay. Here's the torch.
I will head up the ladder.
Down the ladder?
Sorry, down the ladder. Yes, not up.
And I will follow very, not close enough that you can sniff my farts, but...
Jesus.
Thanks for the clarification.
The butt jokes just keep coming.
Visual theater.
Yeah. It paints a picture, guys.
A booty themed night.
We gotta name this something after an ass.
Alright, now I gotta find out where this one's going.
Oh no.
We're gonna end up in the bone room. With all the bones.
Everybody's
The
in
wow,
the
wow.
bone room.
Get a tick to the bone.
That's where they put the statue's bones.
Drapes the bone zone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go grab water. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Actually, I could use a potty break.
Okay, yeah,
figure
we'll
that
we'll
out.
go ahead and take a
Is
quick
it the
potty
bone
break
zone?
while I we'll take a potty break while I figure out where these people are going. So we will be right back.
That's where they went.
It's our awesome abyss.
Alrighty. Now that you're back, I have retconned something that I had said. I thought it was going down, but it is not. In fact, the ladder did go up about 20 feet, and as you get to the top, you see that there is not really anything except for a stone wall that seems to have worn grooves in it to where you can just push it open. As you crack it open just enough to be able to see, you can see a long spiral staircase.
Kind of, and we're like in the middle of it, so it goes like both up and down.
Yes.
Okay.
If you step fully out to the stairs, you can see that there's no railing. This is just a wide, probably about 7-8 feet wide staircase that spirals along the entire corridor.
Anderson, I don't recognize this place.
Well,
Anderson does. As looking around,
I
you
think I know where I'm
eventually peek up and see it kind of spiraling into darkness with a faint red whoom, 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 whoom.
I was hoping I wouldn't end up here. And so are we near that red light? So I assume we're like towards like the top end.
No, it's still several flights of stairs up. It is far in the distance. Once you get closer, the redness engulfs you.
What is that?
I don't know, but I was up here with Ira before, and whatever that is, I don't trust it.
Okay, is there any other doors on this staircase we can get out of this area? It gives me the shivers.
I reckon we can go up or down.
As you're looking around, you do see what appears to be an exit on this floor, if you wanted, or let me see if I can see anything above.
They're putting together their festival, and we just walk in the middle of it. Everyone just stares down at us.
It's not a festival. I have a feeling it's a wedding.
As you're holding the torchlight and looking up, you can see another landing where the staircase actually flattens out for a moment, and it appears that there's another set of doors up there.
I think we might have better luck on the next floor up.
Well, can I just peek through really quick just to make sure?
Yeah, I'm always coming with you. I'm not gonna let you go by yourself.
Alright, so I'm gonna just poke my head in just to see what I can see in this hallway over here.
Okay. Yeah.
And I believe that Anderson has the torch right now.
Yes.
I could just use my token to light his way if you'd like, instead of messing
No, you're
with
fine. I think I gave it to him as well.
I think my token controls the light right now.
As you look down this long, narrow corridor running east to west, cobwebs fill almost the entirety, like from ground to ceiling. It's obstructing the vision quite a bit. You can see along the northern walls arrow slits kind of letting in a little bit of light kind of cascading onto the walls, just magnifying the cobwebs down in this area. But you don't see any doors, at least on this side.
Well, I don't see much. Should we just go up a story, see what we see?
If my stories are correct, I think we need to go up one more to get to the library.
Yeah, I agree.
One second, I forgot I need to... after we explore just a little bit longer, I will take you back to the minions of mischief. As you get up to this layer, you feel a breeze coming in from outside. You can see light stemming from over here and over here, as well as the continuation of the spiral staircase going up. But right here, this landing, as you look down the hallway, you see to map 5. You see several dark alcoves that line the walls of this long hallway. The ceiling, you can see, is fallen, leaving rubble strewn across the floor. Overhead, the beams of Ravenloft's roof are exposed. You can see in these alcoves are several life-sized human statues. Each face is frozen in terror. But peeking in, you do see... I don't know why that didn't...
I see complete and utter blackness.
Do you still?
I mean, I can see... there's like a line where I can't see through.
This side
I
you
wonder
can
if
see
there's
it,
a
and this side
weird...
you can do. Yeah.
Yeah,
If we
so
just
like...
go here, we can see it. If we go here, we can't.
Oh,
That's
I didn't see that.
so weird. There's no
Yeah, it's like
dynamic
sprinkled
lighting.
too. Yeah.
It must just be a bug. Yeah, let's get there. So you can see that alcove, but there is a doorway back this way, just as a heads up. Since we're having fractured. You see at the end of the hall a staircase going back down, but nothing other than that.
Check one of the other hallways. This doesn't look familiar.
Wait, hold on. Let's check the door first, just to make sure.
Okay.
I will go and slowly open the door, kind of just peeking my eye through. I think this is it.
As you peek in through the door, you see the familiar...
Oh, wow.
Nora, this is it.
Yes. Okay.
And I didn't see anyone inside, right? Just to be clear.
You did
We're
not.
all there together.
Okay.
And as you've gotten there, I am going to transition back down to everybody downstairs. And you guys are on map 11, I think? Okay.
Map 11.
So you guys are inside of this. Radovan, you're making your way down the path that you had just come from. Are you trying to do so sneakily?
Yes. I think I'd like to sneak up and try to spook them.
Okay, give me a stealth check. And the two of you, now that you've managed your way into this large bone room, what do you do?
So, that is a giant skull. You don't happen to have any means to make it smaller, do you?
No, I'm afraid most of my magic is attack-based.
Looking up at the skull. So just to be clear, I'm facing the door, looking at this. Oh, wow. My hit points are way off. Just looking at this skull.
Okay. Radifan, you make your way down the stairs, feeling relatively stealthy. That's 23, right? Okay. As you get down, you see the fog rolling, 3 foot off the ground, giving you an excellent opportunity to crouch down for cover. But I guess you also have dark vision. Seeing multiple doorways, but you do see at the very end of the hall light shining through the double doors. You can see Panton just kind of staring upwards, distracted.
Yeah, I'll kind of keep to the side of the wall. Make my way up here, and then kind of listen in at the doorway.
Okay.
And then if I can find an opportune moment, I'll get in right between them. And
the fog sort of dissipates and doesn't necessarily enter that room, so you won't be able to afford yourself the same level of coverage, but you might be able to find yourself a time when they're distracted to be able to...
Okay, yeah.
So, we can't do that.
Do you think it's enough just to prove to them that we did it?
I mean, that would be pretty awesome, and maybe, just maybe, they'd be willing to listen. Just a little bit.
Can I throw a rock?
A little bit. You throw a rock?
Can I throw a rock, like, to the other side of the room to get them to...
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, that was a roll for me, not a roll of what you were doing. That was a roll for me. As you toss the rock in, it clatters across the bones on the ground and comes scuttling to a stop at one of the piles.
And then as they react to that, I'm going to draw my scimitar and, like, put the dull part on, like, each of their tap, like, both of their shoulders. Say, dead.
No, I'm still alive, actually.
Well, if I were perhaps a giant spider, could have been crawling through here and could have grabbed you and wrapped you up.
I would have blasted it. It would have been fine.
Yeah, I would have.
Not if it.
I would have gone boom and disappeared about 60 feet down that hallway over there. So, what are you doing down here? I thought you were hanging out with the goodies up there.
Trying to get you two so we don't get split up and
murdered
one by one.
Probably look up here for a second.
Oh.
We found the bones.
Who the man? We the man.
All of you, the passive perception not necessarily needed for this, you can hear through the door in the distance to the south, you hear a distant muffled howl.
Well, you found the skull.
Yeah, we found the skull.
And now we found the werewolves. So I don't know what everyone's problem is here.
Do I think that's a werewolf or do I think it's a hound that's coming to the bone room to chew on some bones?
That is a very good deduction. As you're pausing, thinking about this, you hear the rattling of metal keys and the sound of clicking in the door from the south.
I'm gonna stuff the coin into my clothes, snuffing out the light, and I'm going to, with my other hand, I'm gonna grab Temperance's skirt and hook it the other way.
What
the other way as in up? Oh wait, I can't actually see.
No, to the east.
Okay.
Back up the way that.
Head back out the door.
Yep. Pull.
I'm gonna cast Find Traps. I know it's not a great spell. We've all talked about this. You guys don't have to rub it in again. But I feel like in this instance...
Hey, Joseph, did you know it's not a great spell?
It's actually a pretty terrible spell.
But I feel like in this instance, we might need to dip into a doorway or something like that. It's best to know which ones are safe doorways and which ones are
currently all
doorways.
The doors that you are running past seem to be perfectly normal doors.
Okay, I'll try I'll try them.
Okay.
Go back up the stairs. What are you doing?
Yeah, opening it up, stepping into what is that? Map 11.
Whoa.
Room.
That doesn't look healthy.
Oh, that's a thing.
You step into what
Who's hungry?
appears to be a kitchen. And as the smell, the odor of this room hits you, this odor of decay, this fills this steaming hot room, as you see a huge pot in the center bubbling over this blazing fire. The green, muddy contents churning. The far wall you can see is lined with pegs, hanging from which are numerous large cooking utensils. Some of them could easily double as utensils for torture.
Did we really just
Like a
walk
turkey
into,
bastard.
like, the murder room? This is like the bad stereotype. Oh, we just walked into the place where they murder people. So, cool.
The stench will mask our scent.
Okay. Are those tables at the very back end right?
Yep,
And is this a door?
that is a door, yes.
Okay. I
Underneath
kind of
the
want to pop the door open a little bit.
Popping the door open leads you back into the hallway from which you had just came.
Temperance closes the door right away.
Okay, are you guys hiding back there?
Yeah.
I would imagine that we probably.
I'm gonna
closed
listen at the
door.
doorway. I'm gonna beckon them to the back corner of the room, and I'm gonna listen at the doorway and kind of like move along the wall
Okay.
as I hear the footsteps go through the hall.
As you're listening at the door, you then hear Cyrus grumbling to himself, and you hear the clattering of bones in his arms as he has an arm full of bones walking very close to your direction. As he reaches out, struggling to reach for the door handle, one of the bones in his arm pile slips and falls on the ground. You can hear it clattering. He reaches down to pick up a couple more, buying you just a few more moments of time before he is inevitably coming into this room.
I feel like this is when we do a Scooby-Doo.
I will turn into a dog and bust. I will open the side door. The side door, like I'll quickly move over here.
Okay.
And give a nod to them and a hand up, which they will of course know means stay there. And then I will turn into a dog and I will sprint out the door. Barking.
Alrighty. What's the movement speed on your dog?
So much for doing this quietly.
Good boy.
That is gonna be extras.
What are the other two
I
of
can
you?
I can turn into a fucking direwolf. I'm gonna do that.
As you turn into the... Where are you running? Are you running back up the stairs the way that you came?
Back How close was Honora to that? I think so. I don't want to like get trapped.
Honora is like 3 flights above you in a library.
Okay.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
the
but
last place I saw
the last
Honora.
place you saw her was probably only 120 feet away. The two of you, are you going to attempt to hide? Or are you just now standing out in the middle of the room?
I was ready to pull a Scooby-Doo, but yeah, I guess it's
Yeah,
it's
we're gonna
hiding
try to
time.
hide.
Okay.
Yeah, should I go through the other door? Hallway.
You're gonna have to tell me where.
Iris is great for that too.
Where are you?
I'll go up the stairs.
You're gonna go up the stairs, okay? As he regathers.
Actually, no. I'm gonna run past him and try to knock over more of the bones, and I'm gonna go into the bone room, and like grab a bone, and gnaw on it, and run around the big table, hissing and as I go.
All right. That changes what's going to happen. Originally, if you were just running out, he wasn't going to pay you any mind. But if you are heading in towards the bone room, as he opens up the door and you, just this large dire wolf, just runs out and just storms down the hall. He's initially frightened of you, scattering some of the bones, and as you brush into him, knocking more of them on the floor, and then charging in through into the main bone room. And he just turns and looks. Not my bones. And he comes back into the room. Shoo, get out of here. And he gets mad. And as he sees you chewing on his bones, he pulls out this club that is massive, that it has a skull attached to it for the head, and he is coming at you, kind of waddling. It doesn't have the most mobility. It's only, 20 feet of movement, but as he's coming up to you, he's just swinging. That's if you allow him to even get close enough to be within 5 feet of you.
No, I'm gonna try to stay away from him, and then I'm gonna pretend to be. Well, I'm actually kind of scared, and maybe I'll drop the bones. After like giving some time, like giving the little run around in the table room.
Okay. Where do you intend to go now?
I eventually want to go up the stairs and leave.
Okay. Skirting him, waiting until he's on the far end of the table to where it'd be difficult for him to give chase, you dash, sprinting out back into the hallway with the fog now barely peeking your fur above that 3-foot mark, end up heading up the stairs. Temperance and Panton, kind of still in hiding. You hear something moving from within the room. You see boiled flesh missing from skeletal hands poking its way up out of the cauldron in the middle of the room, and as a zombified skull starts poking its head up out, it lets out a low groan. Are you still in?
Temperance looks down
I
at
guess
Panton.
it's done.
Run!
Yeah, time to run.
How do you do?
And as you're stepping out, seemingly the same time, you see the wolf, the dire wolf of I almost called you Radovan, rushing by. And do you both head up the stairs as well?
Yep.
Yeah, at this point.
All three of you now heading up the stairs. Where do you intend to go?
I'm gonna lead them back to where Honora was.
Okay.
In that direction that they were heading.
All right. I am going to go back to these two. The secret wasn't covered once you got back to that room, and I assume you would have put two and two together to go up the ladder. I'm talking to. I'm sorry. I'm talking still to Radovan, trying to assume whether or not they're going to be coming up those stairs as well.
That's
Yeah,
the thing
I guess so.
is I don't know if they would have figured out if we'd gone up the ladder or someplace else in that
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, I mean, there was no other place to go in that room. You would have had to go back down those stairs and out a different
Okay.
set of
There's
doors.
only one pathway.
Yeah.
We just won't know which one we took on the
Right.
spiral.
Yeah, that's very true. Yes. Stepping back into the familiar room, it's comforting.
I think I remember where the switch was. I think it was over here, and I'll reach it behind the fire and try to turn off the off switch if I remember where it was.
Okay. Pulling on the poker, still lodged into the fire, causes the fire to cease. The door in the back of the room creaks open, revealing a room behind the fireplace.
I need to be very careful. There was traps in here, and I'm not good with those, but that's what, I guess, finished off Nicodemus.
Right. Well, I don't remember how it set off.
The treasure chest.
Wait, was it the treasure chest? Or was
It was, as he opened up the treasure chest, it filled the room with the poisonous gas that you guys had to make saves for, and he failed the save and put him to sleep.
Okay. I don't know why. I was remembering like he like stepped on something that like a button or something. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Alright, so I don't know if what we're looking for is in this chest or if it's farther down the room. We couldn't make it any farther.
Best to check in the next room and leave the chest for last if we need to open it.
Yeah, one of us can stay outside to wake up the other one.
Right. Now I do think we at least saw the room behind this one. Do we remember any recollection of how we opened
There
it?
was a sconce on the wall, I think, that had something to do with opening that back room. Is
Yes.
it undisturbed from when we were last here, or does it look like somebody came in and closed everything?
You had to reopen the secret door.
Okay.
And so the additional secret door is also closed. The treasure chest is also closed.
So yeah, I think there was a sconce on the wall, but
That was correct.
was it Ira figured out? I don't remember. It was so long
I
ago.
remember.
Should have gone back and watched the Ravenloft episodes before we started this one.
Resting on the floor of this smoke-filled room is a closed chest surrounded by piles of gold, silver, and copper coins. The fittings...
So what I'm going to do is
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to pick up a bunch of gold and I'm going to hand it to Anderson and be like a page back.
Oh, nice.
Thanks. How much gold did you still owe me again?
Like a couple hundred.
You see two sconces on the wall on the east side, one of them holding an unlit torch, the other torch resting in the skeleton's hand that is on the ground.
Maybe if we put the torch in this... Oh god, I don't remember. We were so panicked in the moment. Hand me that torch, the one you're holding, Anderson.
Yeah, I hand it to her. Should I just wait right out here just in case
Actually,
it goes off?
how tall are the sconces up to the wall? Can I reach them?
This, you would probably able to. This is a relatively, Anderson probably even has to hunch down as it's not a full, 10-foot ceiling or anything like that,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'll put the lit torch in the other sconce.
Okay. Yeah, as you do that, it opens access to the room behind it.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna light another torch. I'll pull another one out of my bag and light another one.
As you peek into the room beyond You see another empty, ancient hall choked with spider webs. But you can see that it's kind of broken by a clear, distinct path down the center of the room. This room, much taller, 20-foot arched ceilings overhead. On the eastern end of this room, I think it's that same fucking line.
Yeah.
My map that's so wild that's bugged. I'm just gonna put you over there so you can see both. Not saying that's physically where your character's at. You can see on the other end of that room is a set of double doors.
I wonder why there's a pathway in the middle. Maybe we should stay in the middle.
I was just about to say, don't know if there's something up with these spider webs, but I don't tend to find out.
Right. If I hold the torch over the spider webs, do the spider webs catch on fire?
It's not that they catch on fire, but it's almost like a melting plastic sensation. These are extremely thick, and as you hold the fire closer to them, they shrink and shrink and shrink and eventually snap, and the elasticity draws it back to the other portion of wherever the webbing was.
So I'll clear a pathway to the center of the room.
Okay.
Using the torch.
Yeah, the center of the room, the aisle is clean. You can walk straight down the middle without any problem, but venturing off even just 1 or 2 feet off onto the side, you can feel as your foot catches onto this spider webbing that it is very sticky, that it wants to pull your leg and keep it stuck there. You have to yank it off.
I'll go first.
I will go down the center of the room to the
Same.
door.
We'll in a row. Honora
Okay.
first, and then Anderson.
And once we get to the door, I'm gonna put my ear to it, see if I can hear anything on the other side.
And I'll let him pass my space to do that.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Sure thing.
21.
Yeah.
I think the game wants you to roll a 21.
You think so?
Maybe.
Couldn't tell.
You don't hear much. The whirling of winds on the other side have this low, resonating hum. Almost like after a bell is rung and it's finished ringing, the vibrations that are just left over filling the air.
Well, I don't think I hear anyone, just some, I don't know, vibrations almost?
Maybe it's a trap.
Well, should we at least crack the door open, just to check?
Let's check and make sure there's no triggers in the door first.
Give me an investigation check.
Can I help her and give her advantage?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You're both looking, we'll say.
Yeah.
You're helping her. Kind of skirting around the edges, looking into the lock hole to see whether or not there seems to be any trap mechanisms. You don't see anything. It's almost like the webbing themselves is trap enough to deter most people from venturing this far, as well as the multiple secret rooms that you had to go through to get here.
Right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm gonna step back.
Yeah, step back a little bit. I'm gonna open this door.
Okay.
So first up, I go to the door. Is it locked?
No.
I will slowly open it.
Creaking open the door reveals a rectangular room rounded off at the far edge, and as you peek into it, you see at the far end, dangling from high above, a long rope swaying. Looking up, you can see a giant bell. It's about 50 feet overhead.
That's where the vibrations come from. Okay. And the bell is pretty much the only thing we can see.
Anderson, how do spiders tell when there's prey in their webs?
Movement, I think. You have to vibration, or yeah. I mean, so long as it causes movement, I think they know.
Be prepared.
Right.
Should we go look at that rope?
Unfortunately, so. I can light another torch, and we can try to get rid of some kind of these, at least some of these webs in the way.
Okay, just go slow. Have your weapon ready.
Yeah, I'll light a torch as well.
Hand
And
you
I
mine.
think we're both just gonna try to get rid of the webs as slowly and thoroughly as possible.
Okay.
Man, I wish I was a wizard. I could have just fireballed this room.
I know, right?
All our problems.
But there's a thing about a woman hanging above a roaring fire that makes me a little bit nervous.
Yeah. But we've come this far.
Oh yeah. If our companions hadn't abandoned us, we'd probably have a better chance, but this is the end. I'm glad it was with you.
As you're burning away
I agree.
the webs, and feeling that you have the majority of the room pretty well secured, lastly coming back around to this corner, and as you remove the webbing, some sort of mechanism trips. You can feel or hear rather, and the sliding of stone. As another secret room is revealed.
There's so many secrets.
The odds that it was just getting rid of the spider webs is hilarious. It had nothing to do with the rope and the bell.
Okay, well.
All right.
I'm glad we found that.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I will go on ahead and take a quick peek into this room.
As you look inside of this octagonal room, it is domed, tall, 40-foot above is the ceiling, black, painted with sparkles that display the stars, and in those stars are unfamiliar constellations to you. Barely contained within this octagonal room is an oddly placed 30-foot high tower. Very out of place. 20 foot on either side. Arrow slits on all sides. The roof, basically battlements, allowing just same as what you would see on the outside of a Ravenloft. There doesn't seem to be anything that you can view from this side.
Can I go, make my way, around the perimeter of the tower, look for, a door inside?
Give me a moment.
And if that is there, it was slits big enough that I might be able to squeeze in there if I had to.
The arrow slits are definitely not big enough for you to fit in there. The arrow slits are 4 inches wide and 2 feet tall.
Okay.
Oh, so just try to shove Panton in there. Gotcha.
Well, I'm only 3 feet tall, so it's not like I'm much taller than him.
Yeah, but you're definitely wider than 4 inches.
Yes.
As you circle around, just barely able to squeeze by, you get to the backside. That's not where I want you. There. And you see an adamantine door. Seeming no handles, no markings, no anything, but you can tell this is the door.
What do we knock?
I mean, I don't think anything's alive. We just open.
Magic's weird, though.
Well, that's true, but unless we know of some way to get rid of, well, to even know if there's any magic here.
Well, let's just knock, and I'll knock on the door.
The
Junk,
heavy,
junk, junk.
as you make that loud clanging noise, make a perception check as you're listening for motion within side of the...
Do you want me to roll as well, or just
You can, yeah. You can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, his is way better than mine. Yep, that's average. That's about where I sit.
Not much better.
That's because we're arguing over the door.
Yep.
Maybe try pushing on it.
You do not hear anything.
Well, if someone's there, they probably come answer it.
How tall is this tower?
30 feet.
Okay.
Well, should we
I
just
can
open
get up
it?
there.
You can get up there?
To the top?
I learned a trick or two from Panton.
I'm listening.
Do you not remember when I poofed up on the skull?
Oh, right. I mean, it won't do you a whole lot of good unless you can get inside from up there, but...
Well, true. But I mean, if I have to jump off, you can catch me. I'm certain of it.
Well, that's up to you. I just say, seems empty to me. Might as well just open it up.
Can we open it? Did you try to push it on it? Is it locked?
Can I push on it, John?
You're more than welcome to. As you try to push on it, it does not open. It is solid, more than any other force that you've ever tried to move. You do not feel any sort of give whatsoever.
I mean, it helps if you pick me up and put me on your shoulders, and I can see a little bit better up there. But I can magic up there, and then I maybe find a way to open it from the inside.
Well, I don't see any other way, so sure.
So I'm gonna climb up on Anderson,
Okay.
and if nothing attacks yet, I will Misty Step up to the very top of the tower.
Okay. Why can't I? Oh, as you Misty Step up on top of the tower, Anderson, you feel the weight leave your shoulders, and the cloud of mist just swirling around your head from the remnants of Honora, and you land, and your vision regaining from this step. You are face to face with two giant spiders hanging upside down from the ceiling above you. So you're still like 7 feet below them, but you couldn't see them until you got up there.
Anderson.
And we're gonna go back to the other group of people, running from
Cyrus.
Yeah, Cyrus. So making your way up to the, and we're going to theater of mind this rather than bouncing around all these different maps. Making your way back to the bedchamber that you had saw with the wardrobe and the mirrors. Radovan, do you stay in your wolf form?
Yeah. Until we come to a ladder, perhaps.
Okay. As you're up there, you see one of the mirrors that were, on the wall are now laid onto, like, just off to the side, and a secret hall is exposed with a wooden ladder jutting up.
I'll do some sniffing around and make a show of it to these two knuckleheads, and do a little turnabout and give a light, and then I'll turn back. I think they went up the ladder.
It's a freebie. Let's go.
Give me a perception check, I guess, if you are sniffing around to see whether or not
sure.
you... I was gonna say...
I mean, it seems pretty obvious the way they went, because, like, that stuff seems disturbed, right?
That is very
I'm
true.
trying to seem like, I'm very useful.
Okay, I mean...
No, it's fine by me. I mean, I do have... It's a big perception check.
Okay. I'll say with a 16. Yeah, you would be able to see that the dusty flooring was disturbed, that you do see the footprints, one much smaller than the other, leading into this corridor with your dark vision, being able to see Panton and Temperance. However, it is going to be to that point to where venturing up this ladder, it is dark. You are not going to be able to see on your own. You would have to retrieve that coin from your pocket to be able to see.
That's fine. Cyrus is far enough behind us now, right?
You have not heard him since.
Perfect. Yep. I'll just kind of like, I'll toss the coin to Temperance, and I'll scurry up first. Fuck it.
Is there a way to conceal?
Yeah, like close it up a little bit. I was thinking the same thing.
I can't remember how. I know that, like, a mirror was involved, and
yeah, you would have to. Yeah, if you want to, looking over and seeing the mirror that's kind of laying onto the ground, you would pick it up and look at the back, and you can see, basically, looking at the stone fixture, stone wall, you can see a sort of hook that is up against it, and you grab the mirror, and as you're getting close, you, looking up, position the wire on the back of the mirror onto the hook and pull it in as close as you can before letting go. And as the mirror just kind of and rests up against the wall after a few small bounces, the room is reconcealed.
Okay, but concealing it, we can still, like, we didn't, like, close the door on ourselves to continue on, right?
I mean, that is the way to close the hole. You can still open it back up if you wanted to. Was that not?
Yeah. I'm just asking.
Yeah,
I'm wondering
I think we meant from inside the secret passage.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Can we kind of hide that we disturbed it, or that it was disturbed?
But the only way to do that would be if one of us stayed behind and put the mirror back on, right? It's not like the stone, like, takes a while to close up. Like, we put the mirror on, then we rush over and grab our Indiana Jones hat as we slide on through.
The mirror is the only thing that was, like, there's just a hole in a wall behind it. Think, what's that, so that prison movie where the dude had the poster? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank.
Azkaban.
Shawshank.
Yeah, Shawshank, thank you. Yeah, this is...
That's what I meant.
Literally just... This is just a hole in the wall with a full-length mirror that is covering it.
Okay.
So that is all the more that is. The only way to conceal that hole in the wall is to replace the mirror over top of it. And you can do that from inside if you want. But if you... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that would be the only way to make it seem as if nobody had found the hidden entrance.
Got it.
Okay. So you cover your tracks and start heading up this ladder. As you get to the top, pushing open the stone wall, as those that came before you had done, you now find yourselves on a large spiral staircase. Probably about 40 feet down to the bottom. You notice that there's no railing. This is just an 8-foot wide stairs that spiral hundreds of feet up, 40 feet down. At the bottom, as you peek over the edge, you can see another set of stairs. Your traditional back and forth stairs, not spiral staircase, but leading down.
Oh.
What do you
Which way
think
do we
your
go?
sister would have
Up.
done?
Up. Let's go
I think
up.
she kept wanting to go up, so
Up it is.
Okay.
So irritated.
What? Who?
Radovan is. He's not going to say anything, but he's just like, why the fuck did you guys go off? And now we're trying to find them. Like, this whole thing could have been avoided.
Okay.
Bing bong.
Let's see.
No thoughts, just emotions.
Where
He doesn't trust by like making like a dig at them that they'll be able to handle it and not just run off again.
Hey, by the way, Radovan, do you have anything that can make things bigger or smaller?
Self-control keeps my ego in check.
No. Like a spell, you know, because that skull downstairs.
Oh, if only I did.
As you're wandering up the spiral staircase, your eyes looking up, looking forward, you can't help but glance up as you catch the faintest red glow on the walls. And glancing up, you see the rhythmic thrum of a crystalline heart. Dangling
I know
in the
what
center
you're
of
thinking.
this spiral.
Don't do it.
You don't know what I'm thinking.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
No, you're not. But now you
Yes.
put the idea in my head.
I know.
Continuing up the spiral staircase, you eventually get to a landing that you can clearly see has the disturbed dust of somebody that had recently walked there. It appears that there are no footsteps that continue to go up the stairs from this point. They venture down the hallway to the left.
As much as I'd love to do the idea that Anderson thinks that I'm wanting to do, I am going to follow the dustless path.
Yeah, Radovan's gonna try to shepherd them that way.
Okay.
Like you're like behind us, just like herding a couple of cats. Like
Eventually,
Two powerful spellcasters. Just
making your way into a very fancy room. These red cloth, red velvet chase lounges, books just filling the shelving that's scattered around the room. Above the now extinguished fire, you can still see a little bit of smoke billowing up the chimney from where this is at. You see a portrait of a beautiful woman. Panton, you recognize this woman as someone that looks extremely similar to Irina. You can also see, because the fire is gone and that this hearth is 6 foot tall, that you can peer through and see that there is a door behind the remains of this fire that is cracked open to a secret passageway.
Oh, yeah, I remember this area.
Do you?
I thought I was in this room at one point.
I almost want to say that we found Panton.
And then came out?
Found
Yeah.
the fire, used the fire to warp up here, and then found the secret room.
You're absolutely right, because I think, yeah. Yep, because they went and found Panton.
Nicodemus, Panton, and I.
You are right.
And Ira was upstairs.
That is correct.
In
You
the
are
spire.
correct. Yep.
Yeah. If I remember that correctly, that was the order.
I think you're
Panton
right.
wasn't in
Yep.
the fire.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the area that,
I'll tell him about Nico and him passing out, and there was other doorways as well, but we kind of had to leave in a hurry, so didn't really have the opportunity to really explore much.
Yeah.
Oh, great, it looks like they went this way.
We did tell
Hopefully
you we
then-
were coming up here.
Hopefully they're not dead when we find them.
oh, my sister is tough as nails.
As you venture through, Honora and Anderson, you know what? Let's go ahead and roll for initiative, I suppose.
It's time.
Everybody?
Yeah, we'll have everybody roll.
Let me pull this up then.
What up?
Oh, yo.
You girls coming in hot with some fireballs.
Do you hate me?
I don't know,
Oh,
do you
I'm
hate
just a
us?
Nice bit of fireball.
Why would I hate you? I'm not fireballing you.
We did kind of wander off.
scorching ray instead.
All right, we are not doing any music for this one because I did not have this as a planned encounter.
Really?
Yeah, true story.
Did you think we weren't going to find the library?
No, he was pretty certain that we would have followed Panton and Temperance down to the basement because he was certain they were going to run off. And
Oh.
so by letting them run off, we completely changed all of his plans.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
mean,
Ruining the DM's day.
Probably the
One
entire
session at a
bottom of the
time.
castle opened up, but nothing on the top levels. Because, that would make sense.
it's okay. All right, I think we... All right, we are at the giant spiders. The first one, all of them are gonna... Okay. Yeah, they're all just going on the same turn. Because that's easiest for me. Sorry. Is going to shoot a web attack, 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right, you are restrained by the webbing as you misty step on top of this 30-foot tower. You look up and you see these spiders dangling from above, and the webbing just shoots out and just collapses around you, restraining you. The next one is going to come up and attempt to bite you. 19 to hit. No? Okay. Is there any advantage when you're restrained?
There is. Oh, 21 would hit me.
21 would hit. Okay. As you are restrained, the second one comes up. You can feel its little... I forget what the hell they're called. I know they have something. The spider... Mandibles. No, I'm talking about the legs. Like, coming up and, like, tickling on you as the...
Oh.
Whatever it is. Yeah, the mandibles come up and it just digs in and it bites you, causing 11 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. You do still take...
I did.
Okay. Got it. All right, and other things happen, other things happen, other things happen. Temperance. Honora, would you have let out any sort of yelp of surprise as this thing happened, or would you have been more...
I called down to Anderson.
Oh,
was
did
like,
you?
Oh, we've got company up here. I found the spiders.
Okay. Temperance, you hear in the distance, because this place is very echoey, you know, stone walls, this carries. You can hear Honora yelling from the distance, talking about spiders.
Yeah, so, you know...
You can't see any, nor can you see them.
But I guess she's just gonna follow the pathway in through. So I guess that's... never number 2.
This right here would be 30 feet.
Cool.
One more.
Can't see past that.
Oh, because you have the coin. Didn't he give you the coin?
I do have the coin.
All right.
But there's that weird
Give me
line
the
that's in the middle of the room.
Yeah, it's
That's true.
stupid. 20. Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell that is.
30, and then my next 30.
Oh, you're gonna
Cool.
action dash?
Yeah, I want to see what's going on. I can't see him without doing that.
Oh.
As soon as you step into that other room, you see 3 giant spiders crawling down the ceiling, now probably a little taller than eye level.
Sensational. Do I have...
You can't bonus action fireball.
No, I'm looking to see if I have
Only you are
any
sorcerer.
other bonus action spells. I can
You
bonus
always
action
run away.
Step.
There you go.
I'm
Back the way that I came. Nope.
not...
Walk in, just turn around, and be like, no, they're fine. They're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
good.
good.
It's great. We should go. We should just go.
I've scouted ahead.
Yeah, I am gonna bonus action far step. A good 45 feet back though.
Okay.
You're behind me.
Does it have to be a place you
it's
can
clear.
see?
Yeah.
You can't see into the other rooms.
I mean, I'm not going to say that the doors are immediately closed. I'm going to imagine as she's walking into them, sees the spiders, turns around, and just...
Right, I just meant like past where Panton was.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be in this part of the hallway.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
So I could see the spiders that I accidentally activated, but not.
You didn't activate them. They were already activated.
If you have 60 feet of movement, can she just run back, or is that not far enough to get away?
She used
I
5,
used
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. She used 55 feet of movement to get where she was because she moved and then action dash. And so she only had 5 feet of movement left.
Yeah, I would have been effed.
Yeah. So that's action, bonus action, and movement. So you don't have anything left. Panton, it is now your turn.
Can Temperance give a little, like, many spiders?
Yeah, you can say that, absolutely.
Cool.
Cool. All right.
I say that.
Come on. There we go. 5. 10. Okay. I see you. 15. Don't see anything else. 20.
There's...
Yeah, it's a glitch.
Oh, that weird line you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
You can continue on. There's nothing really in this hallway. You can push past it if you want. Like the spiders and things are way back here.
Through a doorway? Hold on,
Yes.
wait. Okay.
An open doorway.
Okay, so
Or-
that's 25 feet right there. I see the little bit of something right there.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize they were so close. So,
They sure are.
that's the only one I see, though, right?
Yes.
God blessed son of a mother.
But there's 7 more.
Well, that's the thing. I can't see anything else. So,
That's not what that 7 means.
That we know of.
and I don't know where you guys are or anything else. Shit. It's 25 feet of movement. Yeah, no. Good. Fuck you. All right, we're just gonna. We're gonna cast Ray of Frost on the one guy that I can see. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yeah,
For cold damage.
You
Yeah.
give him brain freeze.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Just you hear a hit and you hear the skittering of the particular spider now aware of your presence.
Cool. That is it for me.
Okay. Anderson, it is now your turn.
Hey,
Unable to see the spiders from your location
right.
because they are 40 feet in the air.
Yep. If I yell up to Nora, can she respond back in just like one word?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say, "You need me to come up?"
She said no. But the
No.
webbing was covering her mouth. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. She insists that she doesn't need me to come up, but I know something is wrong. So I'm at least gonna prepare by bonus action going into the werewolf form.
Okay.
And if I'm not going up, I think it's safe to assume that she is coming down. So I'm gonna hold my action to catch her when she jumps.
Okay. I'll allow that.
She falls.
Nora, it is now your... Oh, go ahead. If there was
Oh,
something
yeah,
else you
no.
wanted to do. You're good? All right. Nora, now restrained by these webbings.
I'm going to first attack the web.
Okay.
It looks like it's a DC 10. AC
It's...
10, 5 hit points.
Yes.
And I don't have a bludgeoning weapon, so we're good.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage. Less than 5, less than 5, less than 5.
Nice. Nice work.
Yeah, rummaging underneath of this webbing for your rapier at your side, finding it, and then piercing through, finding a way to break free.
Okay. I'm going to spend my bonus action to Second Wind,
Okay.
which I desperately needed. And then I'm going to use my second attack to hit one of the spiders.
Okay, give me a second. Let me...
That one.
The one with the wing on it is the one that's still 10 feet above you that shot the webbing out at you. This one down here is the one that's technically within your melee range.
Okay, then whatever one's in my melee range, I'm gonna
Okay.
attack it with
Go
my
ahead.
second attack.
26
26.
hits.
So 4 points of damage,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna yeet myself off this tower
Alrighty.
with my movement,
Alrighty.
trusting Anderson to catch me.
Yeah, jumping down. Make an athletics check to see how heavy are you, Honora?
Oh, like 39 pounds.
Okay. Let me do some
That's
quick
big
math
armor.
of how much force it would be for coming.
sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
48 pounds with my armor on.
Okay.
So less than 50 pounds.
So imagine chucking 40 pounds
flour.
off of fucking heavy. I mean, a massive bag of flour. 40 pounds off of a 30-foot building and expecting
Big,
to
strong,
catch
giant
it.
built man.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Right.
Give me an
Well,
athletics
he's
check.
got the belt of strength.
Yeah.
Do you want me to acrobatics and he athletics and we see if we can do it together as a team?
Yeah, we can do that. You
He's
can
like
give me an
Swan
acrobatics,
now.
yeah, to see if you can
I-
position yourself in the easiest way for being caught. Okay. Yeah.
It's pretty baller.
I imagine it as like very
Swan dive.
yeah. And he just catches you on one hand,
Yeah, like oh
Even,
yeah,
like,
like
pushes
Dirty
you up.
Dancing.
whirls you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Those were pretty good rolls. I'm not going to do any sort of damage. Yeah, you're able to, as she's coming down, catching and bracing, and then reducing the fall as she gets down towards the bottom, coming down to a kneel. And she made it down without any issues. You are both good. Is that, I think that takes up your turn, right, Nora?
It does.
And
that is everything I
also,
possibly can do on my turn.
cool. I imagine the fur offered just a little bit of cushioning as well.
Yeah.
Radovan. What do you do?
Okay. I will move forward 1, 2, 3. Where's the? Is it this way?
The door's right
Wait.
here.
Yeah, the door is up
Oh,
top.
Sorry.
No, you're
4,
okay.
5, 6.
Okay.
Can I not? I can't see what's over here.
There's
It's
a line.
No,
it's
we
this
are
is the
not.
line
Oh,
that's
that's
bugged
the line
out.
that-
Yeah, here I'm.
That's
Legend.
it, it's right there.
I found the line of legend, and
Yes.
these doors are open, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I have line of sight to them,
Yes. From that position, you have line of sight
but they're
of.
still dangling in the air.
Yes.
Little bit.
Technically, they're like they're climbing down the walls.
Yeah.
They're just so
Wow.
big.
And you have 60 feet for your dark vision, right?
Well, no,
Yes.
Okay.
Does moonbeam? Does that need a clear sky in order to do?
the line. No.
I think so. Oh.
No. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna moonbeam him. I'm gonna moon him. Moonbeam.
What jokes
Turn
continue?
around.
That was just
Flip
for
up your
the.
pants. Yep, for the butt jokes from earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spread them cheeks.
Jesus.
This
It's
is the day
Radovan's
we
holy
bring
damage.
Sean.
Constitution saving throw.
Is that just to take any damage? What's the concept?
I think it's half. Otherwise, it says.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's a leveled spell, so it should be half.
Yeah, half as much on a successful save.
Okay, they fail. All right. 25 points of radiant damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
to that group.
As it's only a 5-foot radius, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird.
It's 40 foot high,
I thought it was
but
more.
5-foot radius.
So can I only hit one then at a time?
Yes.
Even if I do it in the middle of them and kind of get the the little bits of them all together. I always thought it was like more of a.
No, it's pretty slow. Pretty small radius, but you can
Pretty
move
small
around
radius.
each turn. And then I think they have to start their turn before they take the damage. Read the spell. Yeah.
Silver beam. Until a spell ends, dim light falls on the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell area for the first time or starts its turn there, needs to make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. A shape changer makes a saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form. Watch out, Anderson. Okay, on each of your turns after you cast a spell, you can move that beam up to 60 feet in any direction.
Okay, that's
So,
fine. Yeah, I'll hit one with that. And...
Okay. Alrighty, yeah. It beams down into the one in the far side of the room. Do you do anything else with your turn?
No.
Okay, it is now its turn, and it is going to take the 25 points of radiant damage as it is crawling down and sees the ray of frost shooting in from the other room. It's slinking down further, and then a beam of this moonlight just shines down on it, causing it to take 25 points of radiant damage since it failed its spell, and you can see the webbing that it was hanging from snap, and this spider shrivel up and fall as it rolls over, and the heavy thud of it hits the ground.
Oh.
Dead. Alright, I need to roll a d6. Okay, that was for the recharge. It got its web attack back. It is going to... Both of them are going to come over to the edge. One of them hasn't used their web attack yet, but they are both going to, again, use their web. First one against Honora fails. Second one against Anderson also fails. Both of them miss, sticking to the back of the room, creating some difficult terrain if you were to get your body caught into it, but otherwise fine. This one is going to use, what's their movement speed? 30. It's going to make its way out there and take a bite at Panton. 18 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
11 points of piercing and 6 points of poison damage, and then you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Okay, you pass.
So do I take 6 poison damage or 3 poison damage?
I think you take the 6 poison damage regardless. That's just part of the attack. The Constitution saving throw is for the additional damage and becoming... where is it at? I don't know. That's weird. What is that? Okay, no, yeah, you only take 3. Yes, that's so weird that they write it out that way. Yes, you take 3.
So, do I get some more hit points back then?
Yeah, you get...
There we go.
What was the original?
10, so I get 5.
Yeah, you get 5 back. Yep, good call. And then this one is going to shoot webbing out at Panton. Closest 14 to hit. It's 14 hit.
We're gonna shield.
Alrighty, as this webbing just shoots out in your direction, arcane energy blocks it, just and sticks to it. That ends the giant spider's turn. It is now Temperance's turn.
Temperance is blasting that spider closest.
Okay.
With...
Wow, those are some rough... Oh, no, that's a better roll.
I thought I heard something about a fireball earlier.
Yeah, I'm
Alrighty.
waiting until I can get a little... Once we deal with the spider that's right in front of us.
13 misses, but a 19 hits, dealing 6 points. Which one were you shooting at? The one closest?
The one closest.
Okay, 6 points of force damage. Smacks into this spider. You do anything else with your turn?
No, I'm gonna just chill there. Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna chill there.
I need Temperance and Radovan to make wisdom saving throws.
Is it
Interesting.
arachnophobia ability?
I'm going to use my last wheel. $20.
You both take 10 points of psychic damage as you start to hear these wails, shrieks, shrills. Radovan, you even notice some of them. Dusk elves, familiar to you, the wailing of spirits.
Oh no.
Wait,
Ew.
no. Fuck.
As appearing in the doorway. Well, what do we have here? Some uninvited guests have arrived. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
I hate you, I hate you, I